This is Emily for real though, Emily for real though, Emily for real though. Let's get to it. I'm in nature. I can't and I don't want to be anywhere else when I'm doing a vid. So let's get to it. You are way powerful than you can ever possibly imagine. There are entities out there.
Have always liked to shapeshift.
Hold up, my boy Drew. Yo, Drew, where you at? Where you at?
That don't want you to feel good at all. They want you to feel envy, depression, anger, lust, unworthiness, competition. And they can only survive if you feel those emotions. So, look real good. Especially lust, though. So, me having to create my life now is everything that I could possibly imagine. You see, you came to this earth not to react. You came to this earth to create your own world. And that takes a lot of willpower. And a bunch of people who grew up through trauma, grew up through pain, didn't grow up through that normal lifestyle of just appreciation, love, confidence, just one believing in oneself. If you didn't grow up in that, just know how strong you are. People who grew up in a Netflix show family, they don't really have humor. They don't really have artistic skills because you have to go through stuff to see art and make art. And you are an art piece. And if you can't see that, I'm here to help you see that. So, okay, no, but recently, respect to these scientists, respect to their name. I know you heard of it, but recently, 11 scientists passed away. And these scientists were studying about energy, and not your typical energy. I'm talking about soul energy, why you're supposed to, and how you're supposed to become your most energetic, authentic, supernatural self. And one of these scientists named Jason was discovering cancer. He probably figured out the cure of cancer, but they're not here anymore. And it's crazy because these scientists were developing probably a new model to help humanity, but helping humanity? What? Is that good for any business associationness? When you grow up studying science, you start to lose little faith in your spiritual awakening or the spiritual world there actually is. Because we live in a spiritual world, but when you make a career out of science, you start to learn how materialistic this world can be. And just from one belief, from one negative belief, it comes true. So if you're not tapped into your spiritual self, you live in the materialistic world. This is the Matrix. It's alright though, because I could be your scientist. Scientist Emily for though. Alright, so anyways, scientific fact, we only have 1.5, no. Anyways, scientific fact, we only use 1.5% of our DNA. The rest is junk DNA. And nature never ever wastes anything. So if you don't use it, you will lose it. Basically, your DNA is like a library of potentials. And it's crazy what you have inside your body and how you can use it. I gotta look through my notes for this one, just because it's a little long. So, okay. This is what your DNA genes can do if you activate them. Unlimited genius, immortality, uncompromising will, capacity to heal, mystical experiences, regenerating tissues, organs for activating hormones of youth for greater energy, for photographic memory, and for the uncommon. And that's not all of it. That is not all of it. And you know how you can apply this to yourself? Using your imagination and creativity. But if you don't, you're going to lose it. And I know this is a lot of information, and there's so much stuff I want to say without having to be very careful with my words. And I will. Just stay tuned. And I know I haven't been as consistent with my videos But I'm starting to become a new version of myself I never once before. But it kind of seems like now I can remember my confidence when I came into this earth. Because obviously we all came to this earth and we were not as toxic. We were not getting insecure, second guessing ourselves. We gave no fucks. Cancel culture, the way it is, everyone became sensitive because they're like, that hurt me, and I hate you because I'm gonna let you hurt me. A motherfucker can tell me everything. Okay, wait, that was a little aggressive. Someone can tell me something, like the worst, most negative thing I've ever heard in my life. It's probably true, but if I don't want to believe it, it doesn't touch me. I'm way more powerful than how you perceive me, because it's not about my body. We are a glob of meat, okay? Ladies, they tricked us into thinking we need makeup to be beautiful. They tricked us into thinking we need to change our body when we're perfectly the way we are. You know damn well we are changing and trying to make ourselves look prettier because we care if we see someone more prettier than us, or people treat us, because pretty privilege is a real thing. You know, there could be the most beautiful woman, the most handsome man you've ever seen in your life, but if they have no confidence, it ain't nothing. It's a glob of meat. Our body's gonna disintegrate one day. So the fact if we make it our whole life it's pointless. But obviously, all the programming, everything that's in business and money making is about how to change your body, how to make your body better. And when you can all do that within money. Do you know how much money is in the whole world? As a matter of fact, there's so much money right now, it can make the world uncorrupted. But if this world was uncorrupted, that means there would be no lowest. And if there's no lowest, there could be no highest. So, just know there's so much money in the world, but things are saying things to make you feel like you can't have all the money you want. You have to do this. You have to go chase. You have to have 3 jobs. No, you don't. No, you don't. And I'm here to give you the answers. I don't know everything. And I'm blessed that I don't know everything. But as much as I know and I can share with the world, I will do my ultimate best. It's my gift. Anything that I know that can improve your life, your family, everything about you, your future, I will say it. Because I'm living proof of what I'm saying. And there is nowhere else I want to be. I'm extremely grateful, and nowhere else I want to be. I feel beautiful without having to put certain things. I used to be so insecure that I was flat. I used to be insecure. Bruh, I was insecure because of what I was being called. Yeah, flat. Yo, we all use the restroom. We all shit at the end of the day. Why does my butt gotta be big for me being a 10 out of 10? The place where you shit out things has to be pretty. Stop lying, y'all. We are not perfect. Stop lying. There's no such thing as perfect. Because now there's AI. And if you want to be perfect, you're AI. Hi. Hello guys. Today I'm doing a video. How unnatural does that look? Basically how nature grows, how nature doesn't care. It doesn't need to be a straight tree. But people are adding things to a tree so it can be straight. We're supposed to be imperfect, and that's how we can live this perfect life. So, stay tuned. I'm going to be making more videos, and I'm going to be sharing my life with you. I'm not holding back. I wasn't called Emily Ferrillo for no reason. Time to be my most realest self. Just like that. So, honestly, I hope you have an amazing day. And just spend more time with yourself. Spend more time with yourself, because everything that you see online is a fucking lie. You know what they started calling spiritual people? They made a name for it. Spiritual psychosis. Yeah, okay. So I guess if you feel love, if you love yourself, if you feel like you could speak universe, you need to go to an asylum. Get checked. You need to get a job. Your ass needs to be sitting down, stuck in a loop, hanging out with the same friends, thinking the same thing, watching the same shows, eating the same food, feeling the same emotions, being jealous of people, hating on people. Right. Yeah. Don't believe shit you see. And I'm gonna be telling you all the secrets that I know. And some of you may be bots and be like, what the fuck is she saying? Like, I don't know. But if you have a feeling that you need to change your lifestyle, you gotta listen to it. Because the most realist person you'll ever have is your gut feeling. You. Despise everything. Despise the world. Ever since I started despising everything that's not me, I've been feeling so much at peace. You're leaving this earth with nothing, so don't rely on anything to make you happy. Alright? And this was Emily Frodo.